Hello, everyone, and welcome to Wednesday. Today has been a pretty good day. It's actually been a pretty good day. We've managed to get quite a few things done in the house, and I'm proud of them. I'm going to start by showing you what Mal managed to accomplish. I mean, she did a few things. I'm going to show you one thing that she managed to accomplish today, and then I'm going to show you the thing that I'm most proud of because I hooked up lots of stuff. So, yeah, I think yesterday we actually showed this, but it's done now. This is the spice shelf. And I love that it's on the door because it saves so much room. It's just a really good design. And it actually barely fits on this door. I guess this door is smaller than the previous house. But everything's finally there. And we no longer have to search inside a box on the floor for cayenne pepper. So I'm glad that's done. The thing that I worked on today was the goal that I actually set out for myself yesterday. I said that I wanted to deal with all of the networking. I wanted to get the new house wired, and I did. I mean, most of the way. I've done enough today that I'm willing to talk about, how I have the new house networked, and show you how it all works. So before I even start, I want to say thank you to both Brandon and JT. Brandon, first of all, because Brandon told me about Mocha adapters, and I was like, what? That's neat. And then JT, Brandon's partner, who, really went above and beyond to help me with everything, told me what to buy, made a ton of recommendations, and really walked me through step by step for every little thing. So I owe JT a lot because, networking is not my world. I'm tech adjacent, so there's things that I know and I can understand, but when I think of networking stuff, I'm like, Netgear, Linksys, and that is actually not the recommendation that came from JT. He recommended a product by Ubiquiti, which I had never heard of, and it is called the Dream Machine. So this is a Ubiquiti Dream Machine. It runs the Unify OS. And I will show you. It's funny because the box and then also the device itself reminds me very much of some of the products that Apple has put out over the years. They used to have I don't remember what it's called, one of their time machine drives that they sold or one of their routers. I don't know. Anyway, so this room is a mess and I can't really get over to it very well. But in the corner there, you can see that black box is our gateway, our modem from the ISP. And then next to it, that little giant pill-shaped thing is the Dream Machine. So the way that we've got this set up is, you can't see it very well, but right behind, can I walk over here? I can walk over here. Right behind this this chair is where the fiber comes in. So the fiber comes in, it connects to the modem. The modem has been changed to basically pass everything through to the router, and then the router goes back over to that box on the wall because there is a feed cable on it, and that feed cable, as I turn all this stuff back off, that feed cable runs through the walls upstairs into the laundry room, and that is where, in my opinion, the real magic happens. And I've shown this off before, but if anyone missed those vlogs, this will be a little familiar. Also, the dryer's on, so it makes dryer sounds. So up in, let me get this off. Hopefully, there we go. Maybe. There we go. So up here in the laundry room, you'll see a few things. One of these blue cables is the feed cable from down below. So that's here. That goes into a switch, which connects the very few rooms. There's only 2 rooms in the house that have Ethernet jacks. So this gives those jacks internet. And then there's another one, and that connects to the Mocha adapter. And the Mocha adapter turns coax into a way to send Ethernet around the house. So that gets connected to this splitter, which has connections for every coax jack in the house. And that is extremely valuable because what that allows us to do, I'll never get this back on with one hand. I did it. Oh my God. What that allows us to do is turn any coax jack in the house into wired Ethernet. So, only 2 rooms of the house have Ethernet jacks. Practically every room in the house has coax though. So now, if you want wired Ethernet in a room that doesn't have an Ethernet jack, you just have to connect a coax to it, to the coax jack, and a Mocha adapter. So I have that, I can show you an example of that over here. So if we walk over here, this is where we do all of our streaming. And back there is a coax jack. And then there is another Mocha adapter. So that turns that coax into wired Ethernet. And we've been using the Mocha adapters now for basically the entire time we've lived here, definitely over a month. And I haven't noticed any problems with them. I mean, we get full gigabit speeds over the Mocha adapters, and that's been good. It's been really good because the Wi-Fi in here, off of what the ISP gave us, it fluctuates a lot. Like there's times where it's not bad, and then there's times where it's very bad. It's not good. So being able to have wired Ethernet around is really, really nice. So we stream wired, but it connects into the Mocha adapter, turns into coax, goes into the laundry room where it goes back into Ethernet, and then connects down in the dining room where the Dream Machine is. But there's more. So my room, unfortunately, and I've talked about it before, but my room is the only stupid room in the house that doesn't have either Ethernet or coax. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to run a cable from, we're going to put a switch here, and we're going to run one of the Ethernet cables around here, and then, up behind the door frame and over here to get down to where my computer is. That's the plan for that. In the interim, before we do that, I'm probably just gonna run a cable on the floor, but we have the little 3M strips to hold it and actually do that. And the other thing we're doing is, the Dream Machine is also a Wi-Fi access point, but the house is pretty big vertically, so by having just the Dream Machine in the bottom corner of that side of the house, this side of the house upstairs kind of suffers. So we also got one of these. We haven't hooked this up yet. This is one of the long-range Ubiquiti, I don't know what they're called, access points. So the idea is that you attach this to the ceiling, and it's wired to the Dream Machine. So it's sending out a Wi-Fi signal, but it is connected to the original access point. So it's sending out like full signal. It's not like a mesh system. So that is going to be in Mal's room. So we will have one Wi-Fi point, the Dream Machine, in the bottom corner of the house. And then on the opposite corner upstairs is that access point. So between those two, we should have really, really good Wi-Fi throughout the house too. And that was all designed by JT, who, again, went really above and beyond the Call of Duty to really help me and figure out the best plan for our situation. And we'll probably get that access point installed tomorrow. And then that's controlled with a switch that has PoE, power over Ethernet, and that'll be in Mal's room. So she'll have a switch in her room. I'll have a switch in my room. There will be a switch out here in case we want to connect any gaming consoles that need internet access. So in all the places that we need it, we will have Ethernet, and throughout the house we should have very strong Wi-Fi should we need that. And then as a bonus, there's Ethernet running through every coax jack in the house. And if we want to do streaming from downstairs or any of that stuff, we want to do it wired, we only have to plug into a coax jack using another Mocha adapter. It's really great. It's really great. And the thing that sucks is I've actually had this on the kitchen table for several weeks, and I just have not had the energy to deal with it. And I haven't really had to deal with it just because we've had stuff set up. I mean, I've been running cables, but we've had it set up. And the only reason that I dealt with it today is because we are having guests tomorrow. And the way that I've had Ethernet in my room up to this point is running a 50-foot Ethernet cable from the guest room into my office. And I was like, that would kind of suck. That kind of sucks for them. So I'm finally setting it up a little different. But yeah, I'm happy that we're finally here. And another big thanks to Brandon and JT for taking the time with me to help me understand this stuff. And I'm looking forward to getting that access point set up tomorrow, and then, you know, kind of living with everything for a month or so and just seeing how it all does. So I will report back if there's any major change. But for now, I'm just happy that, you know, what was initially a fear when I moved in, because I was like, oh crap, we're gonna have to like run cables up the stairs and everything. And now it's like, oh no, it's fine. It's totally fine. We have internet and it's gonna be okay. So yeah. Anyway, and anytime I talk about the Mocha adapters, there's always folks that are like, oh, they sound really interesting. Seriously, look into them, because you might be in a situation like we were, where, you know, there's not Ethernet all over the place, but there is coax. A lot of houses from 10 or 20 years ago have coax running all through them, so every room in the house can watch television. So look into them. My understanding is that if you still have cable, that you may need some other thing. I'm not an expert on this, but if you don't have cable, like, all you need is the coax, the Mocha adapters. So I'll put a link to what we've been using in the description if you want to check it out. But yeah, we've been happy with them. It's been nice to just hook up a magic device and you have you have wired internet. Okay, I'm done. Thanks for watching. Tune in tomorrow. Our good friends get here, and I'm looking forward to a fun weekend. Let's meet back tomorrow, shall we?